Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 24 of our How to Read Quran series, a program on the Quranology Institute's YouTube channel. Today I will be discussing a tool which the Quranology Institute uses, which is called WITWUH. WITWUH stands for Why is this word used here? If you remember, I described a previous tool before, which is with why is this here, and that refers to particular sentences. When the Quran is flowing in a particular direction and it has a sentence which sometimes stands out. So we ask the question with why is this here? WITWUH, on the other hand, focuses on words which are used particularly in certain places. Take, for example, the word Furqan. Furqan is an unusual word. I mean, it's not used very commonly. I can only detect maybe three times I think, in the whole Quran. And in only one place is it equated to Quran itself, and that is the first time Quran is mentioned, which is in chapter 2 verse 185, and it says Shahru Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran. The Shahru Ramadan is in which Quran is descended. Hudan linnas, guidance for mankind. Wabayyinat min al-huda, clarification from the guidance, wal Furqan, and the criteria. Why is al-Furqan used here? Well, in my opinion, it is because the act of Sawm or fasting, this will help us see Quran in a distinct manner, and that is Furqan. Furqan is to separate, and in this context it is to separate between the white thread and the black thread of truth. If you look at the two verses ahead, in verse 187, it mentions that thread. So the act of contemplating Quran will involve fasting, and it will result in you seeing Quran as Furqan, the criteria. So that's one reason. And then there is a story of, another example would be the story of Musa. Now, as you know, Musa speaks to Bani Israel, the people who would follow him towards the path of God. But in some places, these people are called Qawmi Musa, or the people of Musa. Why is that phrase used there in those places? Why not Bani Israel all through? So what you need to do is to look through context, and you can see this even in translations. Yeah, Qawmi Musa and Bani Israel are very clear even in translations. So what you should do is to ask, why is that phrase used in that particular location? And it is the same with the people of Isa. Isa also speaks to Bani Israel, but in some places they are called Hawariyun, the followers of Isa. Why? Again, it would be good to see the meaning of the word Hawariyun and also see where these words are used. And in doing so, I promise you another layer of Quran will be made apparent to you. Another example would be Ibrahim. Ibrahim is called the one with Dini Hanifa. Why is no one else called Dini Hanifa? That does not mean that no other personality achieved it. What it means is the focus of the story of Ibrahim is for us to attain Dini Hanifa. And Dini Hanifa is the deen without any shirk. In other words, it's only for Allah. The example which I find most apparent is a story, rather the principle of human association in Quran, where human groupings are described. And you will find more than 36 words used to describe human grouping. I'm still discovering the words after 4 or 5 years. And the reason these words are used is to show different states of human relationships. For example, the word ummah. Ummah is used in particular context. The word ali. Ali is used in particular context. The word ahl, or like family, also used in particular context. The word qawm, as I described, qawmi Musa, also described in particular context. So the idea is for you to isolate these verses, see why they are used, and in doing so, you will achieve a greater awareness of Quranic vocabulary. So try that. Try exercising this principle of WITWUH and see for yourself how Quran outlays its wisdom for you. So many thanks for viewing this video, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.